the glory of His grace shine in 2025. Tayo bilang eklesiya, bilang church, ay talagang magkaroon ng katibayan sa simula pa lang ng taon na ito. Pagdating sa kalooban ng Diyos, wala na pong institusyon na sukat na nagtuturo sa atin ng kanyang kalooban, kundi ang eklesiya. Sapagkat the New Testament Church is the pillar and ground of truth. Dito natin ito naririnig, nagiging matibay tayo at naibubuhay natin. Ang mundo mismo aalisin sa iyo ang mga tinatangi mo. Kapag tayo magiging matibay ayon sa kanyang salita, madadala natin ang katibayan na ito sa lahat ng areas ng ating buhay.
Ako po si Attorney Moses Rivera. So prior to becoming a lawyer, I was actually part of the full-time staff and is still one of the preachers of the Lighthouse Bible Baptist Church dito sa Tatalon. My journey as a lawyer was, I would say, entirely by God's grace. So I was supported by the Ecclesia through our pastor to study law. And then eventually, I passed the bar. I was able to hurdle it, but not without its own obstacles and challenges. So I had to go through marital challenges. So I passed the bar, and then I started to become a lawyer. 2 years ago, I actually was working as a public attorney, and then I applied as a public prosecutor. Just recently, last December, I was appointed as Assistant State Prosecutor of the Department of Justice. The greater testimony behind it is the journey. Humanly speaking, of course, we know that the legal profession is a cutthroat competition. So I would say 90% of lawyers would know someone. A large portion of lawyers would be from political families, influential people. And we all know that becoming a presidential appointee is something that would have to be political. I really wasn't expecting anything, because when I started as a public attorney, I really prayed to the Lord, give me 2 years. Once I qualify, 5th year in practice, I would qualify either as an MTC judge or a prosecutor. Kung hindi, I will go back to private practice. But then, December 23, I received news that someone asked me, kung ako yung nandun sa list that were recommended to be appointed. And then, yun nga, December 26, right after Christmas, I received an email at 5:30 in the afternoon, which was the real appointment. So it was the same letter transmittal of the people who were recommended to be appointed as Assistant State Prosecutor, and then the actual appointment letter signed by the President. For me, what realization I really felt was that God's grace is sufficient. There is no amount of human intervention or influence that can actually take over God's will. In Romans chapter 13, the Apostle Paul himself states that the powers that be are ordained of God, and the Spirit works. I find it as a means, a tool, an opportunity that the Lord has given me so that I can manifest His grace. This is not my accomplishment. If for anything, it has humbled me extremely. Many times we fight God's will. We think that we can do something about our lives, we can do something about our career, our whatever things that we do. But then we would also have to realize that if we surrender to His will and we do not boast of anything that we have, and we have that same mind of Christ, that humble mind, that in obedience we will follow. Sabi nga ni Apostle Paul, bakit ka nagmamapuri? Ano bang bagay ang mayroon ka na hindi galing sa Panginoon? At kung nare-recognize mo na yan ay galing sa Panginoon, anong pinagmamapuri? So in the same way, I think that would be a challenge for us. A constant reminder that we would have to humble ourselves, always be in obedience to Christ, and always recognize that His grace works in us.